5 seconds remaining. LGD's turn to pick. Team Secret's turn to pick.
Admiral Conker.
Hello and welcome back. Game 2 of Team Secret versus LGD. LGD took game 1 and it looked to be pretty easy for them. Team Secret is going to try to even the score as they've had with both their other series they've had today. Sitting here together with Merlini.
Hi, Chiefs.
Hi, we have another Kunkka. Why fix what's not broken?
Oracle is pretty good versus Kunkka. Also, OD. I think those two I like the most to interrupt the X combo. Yeah, and they have Void this time. Void was banned out in the last game. Ooh, first phase Magnus. What?
Yeah, they have so far picked Magnus third twice in the series against Empire. And, I mean, so far LGD has won all the games. But they had 11 play that pretty good. Team fight as well.
10 seconds.
I like that. But second phase, you don't like it? You look
Yeah, first phase I haven't seen since the days where Mag Jug was super popular. Like when IG was on top, that's when I saw first phase Magnus all the time. But now, like he got a few little nerfs. Yeah, I think it's good. I think they have long duration disable for the Void, which is also kind of cool. They can also keep up in the farm, and they have the team fight to match it. As you mentioned, the team fight I think is the most important aspect. It sucks when you're up against Faceless Void and you know you can never take team fights because they have Chronosphere. That's a terrible, terrible feeling. Now they have some fight left in them.
But they're still going to be Chronosphere.
They're still going to be Chronosphere, but on the other side, there's RP in a boat. That's pretty good.
That's true. That actually is, yeah, that's a good one more combo. And so far, Secret. I mean, there's only 2 heroes, of course, so there's no real combination with that Oracle just yet. Oh, look at that. It's like, I don't want to face an anti-mage anymore. Get that hero out of here.
It's always nice to have that in your draft, though. When teams start fearing your AM, it opens up a lot more. You're like, oh man, they could be doing anything now. They might go back for an anti-mage. Oh, and the Huskar ban.
Nice. The Oracle Huskar combo.
Yep. That is super annoying.
Yep. Silencer there as well. Normally you don't really ban Silencer unless you're planning on something like. Obviously, it's good against Oracle and against Faceless Void as well, and against the team fight combo.
Some teams were first picking it. First phase overall Silencer.
But normally, that's not the thing.
I didn't say they won with the Shiver. I just said they picked it.
But would you say, like, this is anticipating maybe some more heroes from Secret that would be focusing more on the team fight?
Yeah, maybe like Enigma. The thing is, if they do Enigma, then that means MP is Faceless Void. And I remember last time I saw his Faceless Void, it was
not good.
I'm trying to put it nicely, but I don't know if I can put it nicely.
So far today, Team Secret has played Faceless Void twice. One on MP that they won, and one on Kezu that they lost.
Kezu used to play that hero all the time back in his Synderen days.
Yep, that was the double bubble strat that they had. Hey, double bubble it is!
Yep. Well, that makes more sense for the Silencer ban, and will be MP Faceless Void. I think Kezu is slightly better with the hero. The thing about MP, he's good with the weird heroes. He's like the hipster carry player. The one that doesn't play Juggernaut ever. The one that doesn't play Anti-Mage. He plays freaking like Huskar, Lycan, before it was cool, PL all the time, PA, these heroes. He's like QO. It reminds me of QO.
Right. Well, PL, I'm not that much of a fan of PL as a core.
I'm not, but they are.
They are, yeah.
They love it.
It shows.
They're probably gonna get like PL tattoos together. If you got a PL tattoo, would you do 1 or 3? Because it's like illusions.
If I would have a PL tattoo, I would have 1 in front and then 2 showing like as an illusion in the back.
Or would you get like 1 and then the 8 illusions for maximum PLage.
No, that's
Okay.
that's too much. And the
I was thinking how far you would go with this.
No. I just have 3 in total,
Alright.
I think.
But what about the Spirit Lances then? Okay, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. So do they want something to counter the Enigma or not?
Yes, because Magnus, sure, you get RP people, but everything is. Yeah,
Okay,
there
Venge.
you go. You got the swap. You got the stun.
Is there anything else aside from Venge? I guess
mean, you can X mark.
Yeah.
You can both.
But
You can
anti-BKB,
thorn.
sorry. Anti-BKB Enigma. I think Global Silence is the best because there is no item that you can get to prevent it. Like, if you get BKB Lincolns and Blink, you can get a Black Hole off on this side. Or on the side of Enigma. And as we saw from last game, Kizu
Hey, you can do
generally gets a lot
sniper.
more. Sniper!
That would be funny.
I like Sniper.
Lich also works with ultimate. That's still.
Oh yeah,
right?
Lich is good too. Good call. Yeah, there's a few
There's
ones
a
out
few.
there, but Venge.
Or you can
probably the best.
Beastmaster, I
Yep.
guess. But I mean, Venge is good, and I am gonna expect that Vengeful Spirit to have like real good positioning, so
Mhm.
it will always be available.
I think what's good about Venge this game is also good against the Faceless Void, in case your like Magnus gets RP'd or
Yeah.
something, or gets Chronosphered. So
Or your Ursa.
yeah, or your Ursa, pretty much anyone. So
yeah.
that's I think why Venge is way better than the other
Yeah.
ones that we mentioned earlier.
I mean, I wasn't expecting a sniper to pop up. To be honest.
Sniper. Does the Ags ult still do a mini stun? I don't actually know. I've never seen anyone get it in competitive because the item is terrible.
wait,
but
for which hero? For
Sniper. He's the Ags where you can ground target assassinate. Oh, Alchemist.
no, you do a mini stun regardless with the ultimate.
Yeah, but it makes it like into an area. I don't actually know if it guaranteed
No, I
crit
think it's just it does ultimates to everybody in,
Okay.
in vision, right?
and a guaranteed crit. It just the damage done is different than the normal one. I'm not sure who gets the item anyways. Okay, Alchemist has been picked. Oh no, I put predictions 999 max GPM, and every time I see an Alchemist, I'm
Yeah.
slightly scared that it might be broken.
Okay, so Alchemist, why?
I personally think Alchemist is pretty good versus this sort of team. Like, you're not if you have your ultimate on, you're not going to die during Faceless Void ult and Enigma ult, which is there's very few heroes in the game that can do that. Like, even with like 5 items, you're generally going to die to like a Midnight Pulse Black Hole with BKB. So Alchemist, I also think it puts a pressure on them. They want to take it slow. They're like, okay, we have a team fight, so if you come to us, we have the team fight to back it up. But we also have really good late game with BKB Black Hole, and they want to play slow, right? Faceless Void every couple minutes he wants ultimate. Enigma every 3 minutes he wants to use his ultimate. And with Alchemist, Team Secret have to leave their side of the map to interrupt the Alchemist, which is very, very bad for their lineup. They don't actually want to do that with their lineup.
But
why
why?
Alchemist?
Like, I'm thinking. No, at the moment I'm more confused about Team Secret because they got a nice Chronosphere, but they don't really have any follow up on the Chronosphere.
Yeah, it's not too much. I mean, maybe there is no combo.
I mean, you're grasping. It's like it's not
into
amazing.
massive.
I do like the Slarder. You get that minus armor, and then all of a sudden it seems like the lineup of LGD is a lot more killable than it was before. So that makes a difference.
But do they
and I
even
like
have
the
physical
pick.
damage to follow it up?
Not really. No, it's just going to come from the Slarder. I mean, it Faceless Void, but Faceless Void is not. Sure, it's MP playing it, and he will play it as a core, he will play it as a carry. So you got that physical damage coming for you, but it's not amazing. Let's take a look who's playing what. We got Yao on his Vengeful Spirit, maybe on the Ursa with the Alpine Ursa set. 11 playing the Magnus. On the top lane, it's Ame going for the Alchemist, and already teleported in Victoria on his signature Kunkka, let's call it that. He has now played 4 games of Kunkka in a row, and he's loving that taunt button. That's yeah, that's everybody on the side of LGD. On the side of Secret, on the Radiant side, we've got Puppy on the Oracle, smoked up, and mid one playing the Ember Spirit. We have got MP on his Faceless Void, and on the top lane it was the Epsor that was already moving about and playing in that ward. And last but not least, Kezu on the Enigma. That was also a Kezu signature hero in the previous
Definitely.
Escape days.
So this will be the first Alchemist pick of the tournament.
Yes, I think so. Well, I don't know. I'm believing you because
I just checked.
I was gonna say.
I was actually just trolling. That would not be a good. What's my end game there? Ha! I got you, Shiver. You didn't watch all. However many games there were. You didn't watch all 4 streams at once, Shiver. How dare you?
I mean, I just wanted to say yes, but it's like, wait a second. I can say yes.
I'm glad that you believe
But
me.
everybody knows that I have not been able to watch all the games.
We have that small level of trust.
Yeah.
Okay, MP trying to invade this brood.
Very confident walking up the high ground with Jepster there to back him up, so they will be able to take 3 runes.
Oh, Victoria. Look at where he's going.
Victoria?
Yeah, he's smoked up. Gonna drop that ward. I've been seeing this play a lot more. You smoke right before the spawn, and then you go for a chicken kill. However, it's Kezu there, not...
Kezu mid.
Yep, it's Kezu mid and mid one in the bottom lane. That matchup is... I'm trying to think of any worse matchup for Ember than Ember Ursa.
It's not Ember Ursa, it's Ember Magnus.
No, sorry. This is what they're trying to avoid.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to avoid the Ember Ursa, and I think it is the worst matchup for him. So that's stands to reason why they would want. Oh, well, Kezu's dead. Okay, well, that's better than a chicken kill, I guess.
That was a very nice kill that I missed there.
We did try and we did see this once from, I believe it was Liquid. Liquid moved my control into the mid lane because he was up against a Viper, and looks like.
Yeah, let's see if 11. He's taking quite the beating here, but not enough to die. They already they swapped lanes again, so we now got an Alchemist on the bottom lane against Ember Spirit. Oh, what's this? Why are they diving again? This Ursa is diving real deep here. We have got a rotation coming from the Slardar, so they want to try to take down maybe.
It's still hard. Like they don't really have that much damage.
Yeah, and he saw him coming too with the ward there, I think. So, or did he? Yeah, absorb? Yeah.
They're fine.
They're fine.
But now, it's only 2 heroes up on top.
Yep, because we had Victoria rotate bottom, the Torrent will hit on mid one. There will be a stun charged up by this Alchemist, and that means that Ember Spirit, the shield is tanking a lot there. You might be able to turn this around. Victoria taking quite a bit of damage. Mid one, do you really want to do that? No, you don't. That was a bit questionable.
And he gave him extra Greevil's greed.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, Alchemist is having a nice start with that kill for sure.
Alchemist actually got, I think, a agility buff, was it?
Yeah.
I have to double check because I haven't seen this hero in a really long time. I think I got a like agility per level buff, which is actually a pretty big deal because Alchemist, he's actually a right clicker with his ultimate. You lower his base attack time, so if you have more attack speed with agility, it is way better than on a normal hero.
Yeah.
And secondly, he has armor issues, so you have to build less armor if he has more agility. So let me double check that.
Alright, makes a difference. I need to meet that Ursa sitting on 9 for 2 here in the mid lane. Of course, he was already able to kill Kezu earlier on, but Kezu is doing quite nice on the old lass. It's nice deny there as well. He has to really be careful not to feed too many Eidolons.
Okay, his base agility got increased from 11 to 16, and Greevil's Greed and Bounty Root. Greevil's Greed, gold multiplied from 2 to 2.5.
Ooh, yeah, careful. Not got mana for a stun. Got the chain as well, but the Torrent coming out on 2. It means that Yao gets himself out, and Yepsor has to get himself out as well, and nobody ended up dying there.
Level 2 unstable concoction. Extra synergy with the Vengeful Spirit too. This Vengeful Spirit is just like synergizing with everyone on their team.
Yeah. And all of a sudden it's an aggressive tri-lane coming out from LGD on this bottom lane. And we have left alone Magnus on top up against Phases Void. He is taking quite the beating, but so far looks to be quite confident in staying alive. These lane swaps, who are they favoring in the end? Is it
skewer into the tower.
Oh.
It's a lot of damage. I think you want the Alchemist to get farm. So no matter what setup LGD has, as long as Alchemist is getting farm, I think you're fine.
And Alchemist is definitely farming.
Alchemist is getting farm.
I say definitely is still not highest on top on the last hits in the nice, but I mean he's not getting pressured at the moment.
When you're against Alchemist, or once there's Alchemist in the game, there's pretty much 2 phases, pre-Radiance and post-Radiance. And the quicker that you can get it to the post-Radiance phase, the easier it is for you that's going to win. And like pretty much before that, you're trying to stop him from getting his Radiance, and then after you get it, you're trying to match his farm just because you can't actually stop his farm anymore because he's just everywhere on the map. So they still can slow him down. They do need levels on Ember Spirit in particular, and then once they get into the post-Radiance phase, that's when you want your BKB up on the Enigma and a lot of damage up on Slardar and Ember.
Do you feel like Team Secret has the tools to slow this Alchemist down? Because
I don't think so.
they're struggling.
They have good team fight, but they have really bad jungle invaders. Jungle invaders are heroes like Night Stalker. Night Stalker, for example, you're scared to go in your jungle, but versus Secret's lineup, you can probably farm their jungle and not care too much.
Victoria's so good hitting his torrents all the time. Nice crush though by Yapsor, hitting a 3-man crush, meaning that mid one is staying alive.
Yep, but mid one doesn't have bottle, doesn't have salve, doesn't have TP scroll. Like he has to do a walk home, most likely.
Someone who doesn't have to walk home is Magnus.
That's the benefits of dying.
Yeah, that was a good kill for Team Secret. They need some kind of advantage coming out from their lanes, and it's not middle, it's not bottom, has to be top.
Oh, mid one used his shrine without Kezu. Oh no. Look at how low Kezu is. He could have used that shrine. He would have loved that shrine.
Use that shrine.
They could potentially go for a black hole kill onto maybe at. Seems too risky with.
Oh, that's a dead Slardar. He was level 2 only. Oh, rough game for Secret once again. Starting to set up for that anyway.
I do like how LGD's laying this though. They're actually using the Alchemist for more than just a gold machine, which is pretty rare. Almost every time it's like, okay, feed him bounties, give him TP scrolls so he can get more bounties, stack like 10 camps at once. That's the Alchemist way, but now they're using the minus armor aspect of the Vengeful Spirit in conjunction with the physical damage from the Unstable Concoction. He's actually like not that bad of a laner. He's not great, but he's not awful. And now that he's actually won his lane, he can farm well, which is normally you go for an opposite way. It's like, okay, we lost our lane, but at least we have stacks.
Yep.
So
He's able to come in and help with kills as well. Looks to be a very active Alchemist, perhaps. 11 is level 5. Once he's got his RP, you imagine him rotating, or is LGD gonna just sit and wait and like in laning stage last as long as possible?
I think they don't need to move around. I think if Secret like tower dives, I think he can TP in, but they don't have to because again they have Alchemist. They can just play on their side of the map, stack up, take out Roche, and be happy with the way the game is going. So mid one still not level 6. He is in a little bit of danger. There is the Unstable Concoction being charged up.
Thrown out. Victoria's not here. He's just walking about, taking a stroll in the forest.
So I wonder how greedy Enigma is going to go. I think his build might make or break this game.
No pressure, Kezu.
No pressure, Kezu. Like if he goes for Midas, he... Ooh.
That's a Magnus. I could even use the black hole for this. Sure, why not? I actually really like that when teams do that. Oh, puppy in trouble.
I like his positioning too. He TP like he casted a black hole like on top of the tower, so there's no like Vengeful Spirit can't TP in the stun, for example, with that. But
it's just a kill secure. At this point, you're not expecting to go out, be able to get a big team fight. So getting a kill with a black hole is really nice. 11 did make it to level 6, and there's a lot of pressure coming out in that mid lane after killing off that Oracle. They have 3 people hanging about. They could perhaps try to pressure the tower a bit. As you said, though, it's not necessary for them to do it.
Alchemist is in farm mode right now. He's level 6, so he can start jungling. Ember Spirit's also level 6, so he can start killing around the map. There is a regen rune on bottom. Is Alchemist going to be able to get it before... Looks like it. Yeah, so what is Kezu going to go for? He doesn't have Midas queued up. If he goes Midas, he might, like, they might not be able to fight. But I don't actually know if they want to take towers. I think Midas is probably still the most safe build.
A little bit of a roster though. You're not sure what that crush was, but...
Yeah, to show him who's boss.
Yep. Looks like it. I mean, you're talking about fighting the Ember Spirit, but this Ursa probably wants at some point fight as well. Going for the Blink Dagger next, sitting on 1k gold, so it shouldn't take too long as he has got free farm this mid lane.
Okay, so it will be Midas on Enigma.
It will be.
Yep.
But you don't like it.
No, I think it's fine. I was thinking about anything else that would be good, but because his team's not good at hitting towers, he shouldn't go for a team fight item. I think they have to play for the late game now because Alchemist is kind of in impenetrable territory.
Yeah.
He's just up his high ground, just stacking and taking out tons and tons of creeps and hitting that bounty rune. It's not like he's... If they were ancient farming, then maybe they can invade, but they're not, so that's just not a possibility.
So that means that we're in for a long one.
It's not a long one. It's just you're gonna expect Alchemist to get his minutes of Octane Radiance. Sometimes you'll have those games where like he gets it at like 20 minutes, which is pretty rare. But yeah, I don't think it's gonna be one of those games. I think we'll see a 6-slotted Alchemist this game.
All right, because it doesn't look like Team Secret wants to force anything out as well. As you said,
so
in farming
hard.
mode, so they're just happy with this laning stage continuing on.
With the shrines now, it's really hard to invade this area. Like you can just get wrapped around from like 3 different angles. Like one from the north side, and then you can TP to the T2 or T1 mid, and the shrine, and the T1 on bottom. Like you can just you'll get punished. You might kill the alchemist, but you're gonna lose your whole team if you do.
Is it worth it to try and block the ancients at this point?
Yeah, it would be, but they would have to commit a smoke, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
And it's probably not worth it for them. They'd probably just deward it pretty quickly. And they might need to play around Roche too, because not only do they have to worry about the Alchemist, they have to worry about the Ursa being able to sneak Roche in every time. He actually has an Arcane Rune. Arcane Rune is very good for taking out Roche. But he doesn't have his blink yet, so he'd have to commit a smoke, and it is pretty close to where Secret is. But I do think they do want to do something now before Enigma starts ramping up.
But it's very obvious when Ursa is now missing from the mid lane. I mean, that's like Ursa is going for Roshan, and as soon as he's not there, it's, you know, what else is he gonna do? So Secret can.
Yeah. Sometimes what they do is like they hide in the jungle for a little bit. You sit in the jungle for like 2-3 minutes, and then Secret will respond by thinking he's Roshing, and then they'll sit in Roche, and then they'll realize he's not there after waiting a couple minutes, and then he'll go in. So that's a play that you'll see Ursa sometimes make, but he doesn't have a blink, so his movements are a lot more obvious.
Yeah, and he is going into the jungle. I haven't showed himself just yet, but
let me look at Ame. He's just power farming with the. I don't think it would be that great if he didn't have Empower, but with Empower, it just makes it super easy.
Yeah, that ancient stack is done for, and it's too late for Secret to counter that. They did smoke up with 5. They want to maybe try something. They know he's up there though, and they don't have any blink available, so this Alchemist is absolutely fine.
Yeah, it's just really hard with that T1 up. Like with the T1 up, it's just good luck, and they need the Enigma there to be able to spawn the Eidolon. So now they have blink on Ursa. He does.
Hello, Puppy in trouble, gets himself out with the promise. Corn misses because of it. And they chase down Ursa, stunning him up. They have Black Hole available if they want to as well, but they use the Chronosphere first. Actually, Enigma stuck in that as well. That's a little bit unfortunate, but it should still be enough. Not even a secondary crush note needed from Yapsar over there. And Vengeful Spirit in the meantime died as well. That was mid 1 diving the tier 1 tower.
Well, at least they didn't have to. They didn't lose the Ursa's blink. Like he got it before the fight, and Alchemist didn't die. So not actually that bad. And Secret did have to move as 5, and they still did not get the mid tier 1 tower. This one is super important for the way that LGD want to play. Just farm those anxious with Empower.
Maybe simple. This time they still have the Black Hole available, so they still want to use it. They still want to fight.
They know though. I think they know.
They have to know.
Yeah, Victoria gonna walk right into Yapzor.
Oh, I guess they didn't know. The torrent comes out. Doesn't matter though. Victoria drops. At first. Oh, hey, they found a Vengeful Spirit again.
Wow, they're just hemorrhaging kills.
And no, never mind. 11 actually skipped RP. He's level 10.
Yeah, it's like Kunkka. It's like Tidehunter last game. He could have skipped Ravage, and it wouldn't have been that weird.
I guess.
So
yeah.
like, he hasn't been in a position to use it, but. At least they did get the ward. They did do the smoke maneuver into placing a ward, and it did get dewarded. But this Smith's tower is finally going to go down. In the meantime, Ame 2,000-3,000 gold away from Radiance.
Yeah, he's just soaking up the entire jungle.
Yep.
Not feeling pressured at all. BKB is the first item for Enigma.
Ooh, BKB first. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's really relying on getting the Venge then.
You're still going to deal with the swap, or maybe baiting the swap out first, but there's probably no way that that's happening.
Yeah, unlikely. Especially when you see the Ogre Club in his inventory. Like, okay, I'm definitely not using swap at all.
Yeah.
That's one of those things, one of those moments where you should just completely tunnel vision and say, I'm only swapping Enigma if he black holes. Or if we can kill him before he black holes.
So, why do you think he does go for BKB first?
I'm not actually sure. That's the alternatives are what? Blink Dagger, I would say. Yeah. Blink, Lincolns, or BKB, but
they go for the blink on the Slardar, so they'll have the initiation coming from that side.
Yeah, he might actually have to worry about like. There's some weird cases in this game. Like, what if he black holes an alchemist who's channeling the stun, and then he like self stuns? Like that could actually happen. That's pretty, like fairly likely, I would say. So he's also preventing against that case, and just making like if he gets anything else, he still has to worry about how many heroes can stop his ulti. I guess every single one of them aside from Ursa. So you're limiting from 4 heroes down to 1 hero that can stop you. And I don't actually think the BKB charges matter that much. Like, you don't actually need more than a 5-second on Enigma. So it's okay to get it super early on in the game.
I guess if Magnus properly positions his reverse polarity, then
yeah, potentially, yeah. So that would be.
I mean, it's tricky to get it like exactly on the edge, but it's doable.
Yep. Another thing is, yeah, he could potentially go for Octarine. I think Octarine could also be a pretty good build for him because it still accelerates your farm a lot, and LGD aren't quite ready to fight because Alchemist still doesn't have Radiance, so he might have some time to farm it up. But BKB if they want to fight soon, Octarine if they don't want to fight now. So Radiance should be purchased right about now, 1350 on the dot. 15 minutes, slightly late I would say, but he was in an aggressive tri-lane.
Yeah.
So that's really good.
That's still impressive. And he also went for, he has got the armlet ready, so he's like, he's good to go. So does this mean that we're going to see LGD be more aggressive? Or are we going to continue seeing the farming game?
They can stop farming the jungle and push out lanes instead. So that's a pretty important deal for them.
So we got the blink on the Magnus, we got obviously the blink on the Ursa already.
Yeah, they can start playing around the Alchemist instead of protecting the Alchemist, like instead of letting him stacking for him and whatnot. So let's see, Ember Spirit going for Maelstrom. I was curious to see whether or not he was going to go for like a bursty build. You mentioned that they don't have that much damage inside the Chronosphere, so maybe like a triple remnant would be the trick for them.
And nice last hit from the tower still, before the rest comes in. Oh, this is very scary here. The Ursa Bear is being found out. They can even use the black hole if they want to, but they use the bubble first. The Chronosphere, and that's enough to take him down. Nice kill.
Yeah, maybe he's been fairly out of position for most of these fights.
Yeah.
So no Chrono, is that going to be good? That's the thing about some of these teams. When they have a good Roche lineup, sometimes they'll actually intentionally die. I don't think that was intentional, but sometimes you will see teams intentionally die to get these ultis out, and then in the 2-minute window when it's cooled down, they will take out Roche. However, Secret are actually doing Roche themselves.
They got the Amplify, oh sorry, Corrosive Haze. They got, not the best Roche lineup.
Their damage is awful right now.
Hey, it's getting there.
Yeah, they do have mass Eidolons.
There's an RP available though, and it looks like LGD is aware that something's happening. They might want to try and chase down mid 1. Not going to do that for now. The smoke kind of failed.
He was raising his arms to X. But now Roche is pretty low. Roche is about 30%.
Hey, this is a gift. Happy birthday, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know how to do it that quickly.
Oh. Very aggressive there coming out from MP. Oh, crush in, up on 2. Yapsor going in. Xmark on himself, actually. I think maybe Victoria messed up a little bit over there. And still, both comes out. MP drops, got RP'd, and Kezu wasn't able to save him there with the black hole. Still has that black hole up. Xmark finds himself in the hands of a very scary Ursa Bear. Double kill for him. 3 dead on the side of Secret. Roshan goes the way of LGD, and it is defensive time for Team Secret. Time to...
I think it goes back to that Chronosphere death. Like, they didn't have Chronosphere that fight.
Yeah.
And yeah, you got an Ursa kill, which is important, but is it worth it? Is it worth losing a big team fight into Roshan? And that's the thing about these teams. Like, they are going to capitalize on it. You can't just cast Chrono and get a solo kill, even on an important hero, and expect to get away with it if you aren't playing perfectly. I also thought it was a little bit awkward how Secret engaged that fight. They had Slaughter and Ember come in from the bottom right. You generally want to, I think, kind of make the opponents clump up.
Yeah.
But they actually made them spread out. Like, a couple of them were in the river, a couple of them were uphill, a couple of them were in the mid lane, and there was no room for the black hole. Enigma, we talked about it earlier, he went for the BKB instead of a Blink Dagger, so he has to stroll up, cast black hole.
And that's not going to happen. Everybody's going to see him coming.
Yeah.
They're going to...
Without BKB, he can't do that.
They're going to be able to split it before he comes and or X-mark him, like they did.
And unlike a traditional Ursa lineup where you're worried about him tapering off, he has level 4 in power. So his timeline is like extended by like 50%, maybe even more than that because of the Empower. And Ame, his farm is out of control.
He is pretty fat. Also, LGD has got a pretty good Ags lineup.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just think of
Everyone.
the aura of Empower with all these melees.
Empower aura with Kunkka, with Tidebringer. Oh my god, the cleave on cleave.
I like it.
Yeah. And then Vengeful Spirit having 2 lives.
I mean, he's probably not that high of the priority list for the Aghanim Scepter, but
No.
I have high hopes.
Yeah. Yeah, Ursa, yeah, he also has the Ags available to him too, so
Yeah.
like that's even more amazing. They've been playing around the Ancients really efficiently though. I would say there's been what, 20 minutes in the game, so there's been like almost 40 spawns probably, and I don't know how many of those are utilized, but it has to be way higher than in a normal game.
I'm sure that there's somewhere a very nice stat about that.
Yeah. Nahas, please.
Nahas,
Or
please.
Nox, or someone. Anyone. Anyone.
Right, we have smoke out for LGD. They want to pressure this. They actually, I mean, 20 minutes in, you know, they're done. Let's go.
And you mentioned 11 skipping over RP, and look at his items now.
Yeah.
Like, he has insane farm, considering he has an Alchemist and an Ursa on his team. So it did pay off for him going very greedily. Yapzor cutting into the trees, looking for someone hiding on the top side.
Oh, he finds Kezu, and Kezu can't do anything. Then he's fine. He X marks himself back, and in the meantime, teleports come in, but it's too late. There's not going to be a black hole for the coming fight. Obviously, there's still Chronosphere.
That is a good use of the X.
Oh, that is a great use of the X. Mid 1 takes tier 2 top. He knows that if he comes back mid, he can't do anything there, so he's just trying to force LGD back home, and it's working.
Not too many other teams do that. Like most of the teams, you'll see it with like Tinker and Storm perhaps, or if you're like right-clicking the T3 tower, but very rarely will you see them actually go for solo picks like this consistently.
He successfully forces 11 back. That means that the push is off for LGD in mid lane, but I mean that was very scary. They were able to just walk up, take a tower, and then walk up also take down an Enigma who, like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna Mana Fist and then try to walk, like glide away, but you're very small and slow. You don't have a blink dagger. You can't force that. You can't do anything.
Ghost Scepter might actually be pretty good for him this game. He's up against a lot of physical. I don't think they can actually burst him down through Ghost Scepter.
He's going for blink dagger first.
Yeah. Well, he needs Blink BKB, but I was considering, like, I don't know if BKB is the right item, but I was trying to think of better alternatives. There was what, Blink Octarine, and I think a Ghost Scepter actually might not have been like a bad second item. I don't think it's a good first item, but it's not awful.
Not awful at all. I mean, most of the damage, almost all the damage is physical.
Yep.
That was pretty good. Still tier 1 tower standing actually on the top lane. LGD is free gold on the map for them. I mean, they're again, this game, just like previous game, they're just looking very confident and comfortable in their draft and in their game plan, and they don't feel pressured again at all. Sure, they're the one pressuring Team Secret right now, but just like previous game, are they the ones that have the pressure on them? Not really.
No, the thing is that they're super flexible in the way they play. Like 11's a pretty good safe laner, so they have that option available to him to aggro try, especially with like hero like Alchemist, who doesn't really see that much play in general, let alone in aggro try lanes. Like being able to do this is huge.
Yeah.
And teams observing the first day of play and looking at the teams that are undefeated, which currently is LGD.
And Team Liquid?
Yeah, LGD, Team Liquid, and I think LGD.Forever Young. There's only 3 teams that are undefeated, so obviously they're going to turn to them for drafts and see how this patch has developed and to get it further ahead in the group stage. And they can be like, well, what can we take away from LGD? They're running everything.
Yeah, that's... Well, what can you take away? You ban at Kunkka. That's what I think you do. That you already kill him. Nice kill as well, but generally I would say you ban at Kunkka, because he made a lot happen in that early game.
Mm-hmm.
And his torrents seem to always hit.
Okay, this Orchid pickup by Ursa has not been shown yet. Mid 1 looks like he's going to push out this wave. He could die right here. Oh no. Oh my god.
Come to be back. Silence them up. In comes the RP. Oh! Actually does not hit Japster. I thought they were going to get both there with the RP. They will still probably get both by the looks of things. Indeed, they do. Double kill there for maybe.
And now I wonder if Ember's going to change his quick buy. He's going for Shivas, but now he might need an orchid item.
But he already has got the plate mill.
But he's gonna die. The thing about armor is it's not always that useful versus this sort of physical damage lineup because you get RP'd and then you get cleaved down. And armor doesn't help in that situation. Oh, that was awkward.
Nice Chronosphere though, but 11 is still there already, and that means that, yeah, MP doesn't have any damage either. I mean, he does not have anything. He's silenced up now as well. Now he gets himself out. Still get charged by the Ursa. Nice Malphite coming out. MP's fine.
Big Bad Alchemist is coming through though. Who's gonna stop this guy?
Not a lot of people can stop this guy. Magnus did teleport out, so there are 4 people. Oh, he will be back in a sec. Alright, nice stun coming out. It's upon the Oracle, but he's safe for the moment with this promise on. I say for the moment, because it's probably not going to last very long. Kazu, oh, jumped again, and he just can't do anything. He does have his blink dagger, but he blinked in to go for the Midnight Pulse, and he's not able to do anything, and the tier 2 tower drops, and you can just push high ground. There's no buyback.
This could just be.
There's no Chronos.
It's a good game push.
This could be the GG push. Nice X mark. Ursa will be fine. Vengeful Spirit helping with the push.
So Black Hole is going to be the X fight.
No pressure.
No pressure. It's just all on you, Kazu.
Yeah, I mean the Rax is falling in the meantime. And I mean, this Enigma's not back yet. Yeah, 4 seconds, but everybody's gonna be gone by the time he's back. And that was 1 set of racks. That's just how fast it can go. It's looking very scary. How are you gonna deal with this? Is it actually just the black hole?
Yeah, pretty much. Right now, I'm just praying for Alchemist not to break 1,000 GPM. So.
Nice to have your priorities straight, man.
In all seriousness, though.
How is he sitting? How much is he sitting?
900. They just need to get
905.
like they're just using their ultimates defensively. Like Oracle had a false promise himself. Fitz had a defensively chrono, and Mask of Madness is tough this game because you actually need armor in this lineup when you're up against Venge Alk, 2- armor heroes.
They just need damage as well. How are you gonna kill an Alchemist?
Yeah.
It's not enough. You have to have already the Corrosive Haze on him.
Yep.
Sure, that helps.
Even then, he has Blade Mail.
He has Blade Mail. You have to have him stuck in a Chronosphere because when he starts attacking, he's going to attack when the Vladimir's offering is around him, so he's going to get some life back, and obviously he's going to be able to use his Chemical Rage as well, so you got to catch him out of that one.
Even if you all in on him, he can, he can still get swapped out.
Yeah.
That's the scariest part.
Roshan in the hands of the Ursa. Maybe having that one. Right, well, at least.
No, don't feed the Eidolons. Oh my god.
Alright, that's a lot of gold right there. Unfortunate. So one of the main things, like if they want to have a shot, everything has to be perfect for Team Secret. And one of the things that has to be perfect, they have to fight in the high ground. So this would be their time. In comes the Chronosphere, they get Alchemist. But Alchemist is fine. The X-Mark will take Ursa back again shortly. We're looking for the black hole, but the RP catches 3. Kezu, he walks in, he gets 1, but the swap is instant. There's no hope for him. He gets chased down. 1 more hit. Kill there for the Ursa again. In the meantime, though, that's Secret able to take down the Alchemist. Still, they take down the Kunkka as well. The buyback comes from the Alchemist. He wants to help out, but it's going to be too late for the Ursa. He has got the Aegis. We'll be back in a second. 11 coming back into this. In comes the Crush. It's on time. 11. He's not going to be able to do anything, or is he? He is. He is indeed. Monster kill. As Somnus is fine. Maybe. Takes it back. 3 buybacks from Team Secret. They want to try and save these Rex. Crush coming out, but this Alchemist, he is fat. And he is so difficult to kill. They did it once. Can they do it again? This is, of course, a bop back Alchemist. Ursa eating the cheese, staying alive, but not for long. By the looks of things, he will still drop. Indeed, he does. Jumping forward, Japster, looking for a Crush. Can't find it on the Alchemist, and it is going to be a mate to just walk away. Or is he going to walk away? Walk away for the moment. Got himself the Echo Shell on him. Might be able to turn around. He's got a lot of Chemical Rage coming. X-Mark. That's going to be on MP. He's got the walk away. Swap back in though. Taking a lot of damage, and he is not saved by that Oracle. Not at all. And they're just running forward. They know that there's no black hole, they know that there's no chronosphere, and they kill off the Oracle, they take the racks, and this is looking very grim for Team Secret.
Oh, I was looking bad for just a second there.
Huh? That Alchemist,
Yeah, way earlier.
Yeah, that Alchemist dying.
Yep, he had the boat buff on him, and then they killed him as
The boat buff were off?
Yeah, the boat buff were off.
I was actually following the Ursa at that point.
Great discretion by Yao, just sitting on the side, waiting for the black hole, just doing his job.
Yeah.
You have one job, and he did it.
And he did it indeed. The black hole is down for another minute. Looks like perhaps Secret can still fend this off. X-Mark into boat for Yapsor. He's force-staffing himself away. He's alive for the moment. Gets a crush off. Manages to move a little bit forward, and he runs out another X-Mark, another Torrent. The blink doesn't work out. There's the RP on 2 remaining heroes of Team Secret, and they both drop, and that should be it. The tier 4s are dropping. The GG is cold, and it's another 2-0 for LGD. So they remain undefeated.
What a sick Alchemist game.
Sick Alchemist game. Very aggressive Alchemist as well. And it's another game under 35 minutes for them as well. 30 minutes. That's all it takes.
Yeah, that was. I have to commend LGD just for their lane play. That was a very difficult laning phase, I would say, to get that far ahead, especially with the audible that Secret pushed the Enigma into the middle lane to make sure that Ursa didn't have a good game. And they kept mid one down for long enough. MP didn't really get too much value out of his Chronospheres because they were on solo heroes most of the time because they were going for ganks. But LGD, they played it perfectly. They just waited for Alchemist to get Radiance and protected him incredibly well after securing his early lane.
Yeah, it was a solid game from them as they